And we're back. Bumpy road and all. How's it going, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Corona-free day. Today is Friday, May the 27th at 5:48 in the morning. How are you doing? So, guns and laser beams. Here we go. And evolution. It's been such an interesting, combined with a shit week because of, the shootings and all this craziness. But I think one of the crazier parts about this whole aspect is just the fact that people everywhere think that, guns are the root cause of this. The reason why people don't kill people in mass shootings with laser beams? It's because they don't exist. Right now, at least. Okay? If they had laser guns, okay, it would be used as a tool. 100%. Somebody had an interesting comment the other day talking about how to prevent driving while intoxicated. You're going to take cars away and alcohol? You'd have to take both of them away to get away, to have DUIs be permanently done with throughout the country. It's such a dumb and interesting, simple concept and principle, but the exact time makes perfect sense. The thing is, now that guns exist, everyone has to deal with them, and you have to be responsible with them. But part of that problem and reality is that because of evolution, the evolution of guns and from, knives and bow and arrow and, guns and freaking laser beam guns and stuff like that, there's no way to stop evolution in the mechanical aspect. It's a failed argument. I think it's really dumb and it sucks. But it doesn't. All these shootings that just happened, and I'm sure you're aware of it, I don't have to remind you, in Texas or whatever, it sucks so much on so many different levels. But there's also literally nothing that anybody can do about it, aside from reinforcing barriers and, making areas more protective with more armed guards. It's like, I told someone one of the dumbest statistics ever, which is, do you know that every single war has ended with guns? It's true. It's true. Every single war relatively started because of them and ended because of them. So if it really is a great equalizer, which it is, there's realistically no way of stopping it when it comes to somebody using something in an inappropriate, wrong, and horrible, awful, stupid way. So that's my 2 cents on it. I don't have to talk too much about it to make sense. But that is the reality of a situation. Now that guns exist, everyone has to realize that there's no putting it back. You know what I mean? The only reason that somebody doesn't attack someone with a laser gun or a laser sword or whatever is because they don't exist. And you have to ask yourself, if laser guns did exist, if laser swords existed, you know what I mean? Would people use them in a wrong and inappropriate way? 100%. It isn't the weapon that has a conscience. It's the person wielding it. That sounds very poetic the way I'm saying it, but it's also reality of the situation. For all those people that you say don't have crimes committed in certain countries where guns aren't allowed, well, guess what the statistics are with knives? Think about that one. You don't have to be dumb to be smart. Okay? Not at everything. I don't claim to be a genius by any aspects in every field, but I do have a good degree of common sense in a very few areas. And analytically speaking, no one ever talks about that. You don't ever talk about the amount of knife violence in countries that guns aren't allowed. So anyway, just think about that. It's stupid, but it's also the reality. You're not going to change cars and people that drink alcohol You're not going to change the fact that knives are sharp and someone can use them inappropriately. And you're also going to change the fact that guns exist. That's just the reality of a situation. And whenever something happens, it sucks and it's unfortunate, but it's also, again, the reality of a situation. That's evolution, on a mechanical aspect, that is. So, anyway, maybe I just gave you some ideas, some thoughts and stuff that you may have not really considered or put together, but that's just me in a nutshell. Analytical and over-analytical on top of that. So, that being mentioned, I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace.